It's the RV trip of a lifetime, and we are bringing you along. I'm Maria Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth. We are starting our big excursion of the year today and taking you to the Bay Area for the next month on a road trip that will make you want to explore San Francisco.
We'll also give you more details about how you can win an RV safari of your own to sunny Anaheim, California, which includes a family pack to the happiest place on earth.
It's a month's worth of adventure, and it starts right now on At Your Leisure.
I left my heart in San Francisco along with the RV. We are starting our RV safari today with Ray City RV. We got Chad Citte and his whole family here, and we are just about ready to ascend Nob Hill. We are going to show you Northern California, all the little coast towns, the wine country, everything in the next few weeks on our program. But right now, we're in San Francisco.
And we're trying to show you what the RV lifestyle is all about. And believe me, it's magnificent.
So, from Nob Hill down to Fisherman's Wharf, there's a lot of history here. Let's discover it.
So one of the places that we thought were really cool to kind of go into was the Musée Marquis Museum. It was just a bunch of old games, you know, it's something that parents would have experienced when they were at Pier 39 where it originally was. Just a good walk down memory lane to see all those wonderful games that were the peak of the community back then, to see them still operating and running, and it's a great fun time.
San Francisco is a lot of fun to visit, as you can see.
Yeah, we're just hanging out on the beach here in San Francisco, and I tell you, we should probably do this more often. So should you.
That's true. Now, if you want to follow this series, keep close track, because for the next few weeks, we'll be giving you all the inside secrets.
Fisherman's Wharf, there's so many restaurants and great live entertainment that's outside. It's just a remarkable place to kind of hang out and just people watch, to take in the whole environment of San Francisco. It is full of culture, it's full of friendliness. It's a great place to get out and explore and learn about somebody else. San Francisco is very RV friendly. They have two great RV parks. They have the San Francisco RV Park and they have Treasure Island RV Park. Great places to park your RV and then take public transportation into the city and have a great and wonderful day.
Let's go on to this week's travel adventure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are on the ferry boat heading over to Alcatraz Island, which, as you all know, that was where they kept all the hardened criminals up until about 1962.
Alcatraz closed in the 60s, and now the National Park Service runs tours. So are you ready? Let's go find out about Alcatraz and the Birdman.
Alcatraz is a national park and a tourist attraction, but when it was in operation, it was an island with a prison on it. And it was a prison that had the worst criminals in the country. Al Capone was there, and the Birdman are some of the famous inmates that were at Alcatraz. You can kind of pay extra for a guided tour. However, most of the tour is self-guided with an audio. And the audio is really neat, actually. And when you get into the cafeteria, they kind of play what it would have sounded like to be in the cafeteria at that time. There's other sites where you just kind of go and look and maybe read a little plaque, but at Alcatraz, they really try to engage all of your senses by getting you to really feel what it would have been like to be at Alcatraz during the time of its operation. When you're on the ferry on the way over there, you don't really know what you're expecting. And you're like, yeah, I'm just on a ferry. This is fun. We're out on the water. You don't really know what you're expecting, but you're having a good time. I think on the way back, I think you can still have a good time, but normally it's a little bit later in the day and you've kind of had time to maybe reflect or think about what this prison was like. The American story is not always pretty and happy, and that really, it rounds out and gives us a rich, robust nuance to our history. And so I think engaging with that is really important, and I think can be very meaningful for people. By day, you know, it's not very scary, but it's definitely has like an eerie feeling.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, At Your Chocolate. One of the things that you would have to do when you come to San Francisco is obviously make your way all the way down past all the piers, and you end up in Chocolateville.
Riverdale Square, here we are.
Okay, so we've been having an argument for the last few minutes during the commercial break. Which is better, dark chocolate malted milk balls
Or milk chocolate.
What do you say? Get on our website and tell us. I'm a dark kind of guy.
I'm milk.
And she always says you are kind of dark, like a brooding cloud, right?
It's better for you though. Yeah, I know. These are the best if you've never had them. Chocolate malt balls, so good.
Our event calendar has been very busy today in San Francisco. So what does the official At Your Leisure calendar look like? What are your events? Let's find out.
Thanks, Chad and Rhea. Well, first off, event-wise, we just wanted to remind all of you about the Winter 4x4 Jamboree happening next weekend in Hurricane. It's an amazing event, and you'll be able to see some of the most spectacular country in the West. You can still sign up now at winter4x4jamboree.com. Also, last week, Darren and Jill visited the ice castles at Soldier Hollow outside Heber, Utah. It's open to the public now and well worth a visit. You can find out more at icecastles.com. Also, we want to remind you about the 2016 Boat Show, taking place February 11th through the 14th at the Southtown Expo Center. The winter has been a good one so far, and it looks like we'll have full lakes and reservoirs this summer, so check out all the newest craft to bring your family together in 2016. Then the following week is the annual RV Show, also at the Southtown Expo Center, February 18th through the 21st. These are the two biggest shows of the year, and the cast from AYL will be at both of them. We'll be giving away AYL stickers and promoting our upcoming giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, Chad and Rhea are in San Francisco right now on their RV safari, but we want you to be able to enjoy one of your own. So we are giving one away from At Your Leisure and Race City RV. It's the 2016 RV Safari giveaway, and you can sign up right now at AYLTV.com. The trip includes a 7-day RV rental from Race City RV, a 4-day slot at the Anaheim RV Resort in Southern California, and 4 park hopper passes for 3 days of fun at the happiest place on earth. The winner will be announced on the Arrow 103.5 and right here on AYL. This is an incredible trip, and you can get all the details and sign up at AYLTV.com or at the Race City website. We'll also be offering extra chances to win through our Facebook page in the coming weeks, so become a fan on Facebook and you'll up your odds of winning. It's the 2016 RV Safari giveaway, and it's going to be an amazing trip. This is the biggest year for giveaways we've ever had. Now, why don't we see what we can expect from next week's AYL episode? The RV Safari continues next week as Chad and Rhea explore some hidden locales on the West Coast. Then Darren Kinder hits the snow and finds out how the winter is faring so far in 2016. Then we'll follow one family as they turn the sand dunes into their own winter wonderland. We'll also show how one small town is changing for the future. Own the outdoors every week with At Your Leisure.
Well, folks, we're winding down our AYL adventure here in San Francisco, and we decided what better place to wind it down than the Lombard Street here, which is the most crooked street in the world. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true, it is. And of course, anybody that's walking up and down this street, with us having the longest wheelbase car in the world, is probably getting a little wound up right now.
Oh my gosh, it's been a great adventure, and don't forget to tune in next week for our Race City RV Safari, which we're going to be showing you more of Northern California, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But right now, we're just going to tell you that, you know, there's adventure around every bend. So just get out there and create your own adventure. We'll see you next week.
We just found about 20 bends. Goodbye. I don't know if we can get this, because there'll be people to run over the whole way.
Chad said that's what I look like after 8 hours of being in the car.